Take a look at this one right here. This one doesn't have any eyes at all. Hey everybody, welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely amazing. Of course, I'm standing here in my incubator, which can only mean one thing, but in this case it actually means two things. Number one, I'm going to show you a few baby snakes that just hatched, but number two, I'm going to kind of take you down a path of a kind of a disaster clutch where I have some snakes that were born with some deformities. And again, I've told you guys, I'm going to do the good, the bad, and the ugly with you guys, and these ones came out pretty freaky. So let's start with a really cool clutch. Alright, so this one is actually from a GHI, and it happens to be a Pastel Lesser GHI. I mean, just take a look at how gorgeous that is. I love the GHI Lesser combos. You throw the pastel in, and it's absolutely amazing. But some of the stuff that I'm really excited about is actually from a Lemon, or what they would call a Het Russo GHI as well. And I'm going to show you that one. This is a Pastel Lemon GHI. So the Lemon and the Lesser are similar animals, and when you breed them together you still get blue-eyed leucistics, but they do look quite different. So the fact that the GHI and the Lemon mixed together and look pretty radically different was really exciting for me, because I had not seen a Lemon GHI yet. Now someone may have produced it, but I hadn't seen it. And there's another one here without the pastel, just so you can get the idea of what a Lemon GHI looks like compared to a Lesser GHI. But you can see just how absolutely amazing it is. When you mix that Lemon or Lesser with GHI, it just really makes the pattern super dark and just really beautiful. So okay, so those were the stars of that first clutch, although we certainly had some other animals in there. Now I want to get into the bummer news of the day. Now this is when I bred albino to albino. Now what you have to understand is that these are two recessives, and sometimes when you combine two recessives like albinos, you can have some deformities. I didn't have any problem with a similar pairing last year, so I didn't think I was going to have a problem this year, but certainly this year didn't work out well with this clutch at all. Take a look at that guy right there. He has one good eye and one bad eye. But it didn't stop there, unfortunately. We had a couple in this clutch that came out absolutely perfect, which was really, really cool. But unfortunately, we did have a few more pretty bad animals. Take a look at this one right here. This one doesn't have any eyes at all. That's right, this one is born without eyes 100%. I know, it's such a bummer. And we had one other animal in this clutch too that came out with only one eye. And as you can see, it's missing its right eye, but its left eye is fine. But back to my guys with no eyes. You may ask yourself, number one, why did something like this happen? And number two, you'd ask yourself, is it going to be okay? Strangely enough, eyeless animals or missing animals isn't that unusual. Even in the wild caught stuff, you'll occasionally see animals that are born without eyes, or at least without one eye. As a matter of fact, albino Burmese pythons were one of the animals in the very early start of kind of reptile breeding that was really common for them to have missing eyes, and even the normal siblings would have that way. So sometimes there's a saying that says all recessives concentrate. So when you're concentrating a phenotype or a color pattern like an albino, sometimes there's other little glitches in the genetic makeup that can sometimes happen. Now if you breed an albino to a heterozygous or a normal looking animal carrying the trait for albinism, you're probably never going to have an eyeless animal, or it's extremely rare. But obviously in this clutch you can certainly see the odds go extremely up when you breed albino to albino. Now if I would have known that this clutch would have been this way, obviously I would have chosen a different male to breed. Maybe an animal that was carrying the trait for albinism but wasn't actually albino. So it was really a mistake on my part, quite frankly, but it was certainly one that I didn't think was going to happen. Now you're going to ask, what do you do with these animals, Brian? The truth is that animals that are missing one eye typically still do almost as well. We produced a one-eye Woma python last year that is doing just as good as its both-eyed siblings. Now when it comes to the no-eyed animals, it's about a 50-50 shot. Sometimes they do completely fine, and other times they just can't seem to eat right, and you have to really baby them. And sometimes I can find people that want to actually take the animals and baby it for its life. Other times, you know, we just try to keep it around as long as we possibly can in hopes that it will eventually kick in. But when it comes to the other animals, including this completely eyeless one, if they actually take off and start eating and doing well, what we'll do is we'll literally just find somebody that's interested in taking care of them, and then we'll send them off to that person and encourage them to really not breed them, because it's probably not a good idea to continue that kind of genetic mutation, right? So anyways, the point is that it's really weird when you produce a mutation like an eyeless animal or even a one-eyed animal, but most of the time they do well, and I have a feeling that we'll do fine with them, and we'll find forever homes for them one way or another. And hey, if you guys are interested, once these things get started, go ahead and comment down below and I'll get in touch with you, and if they get going really well, I'll send you an animal and you'll have a real unique, you can call it pirate or something. So anyways, that's just part of reptile breeding, and live and learn. I will never make this pairing again, I can promise you that. Next year she'll go to a completely different male and hopefully not produce this type of issue. But there you have it, my crazy no-eye ball python. Alright guys, so before I start putting away some baby leopard geckos, I wanted to show you a leopard gecko hatching. Because let's face it, how many people actually see a baby hatch right out of the egg and take its first breath into the new world? So here you go, insert clip. Alright guys, it's that time of the day for setting up baby leopard geckos. So over the next little bit, if you guys are into geckos, we're going to be hatching a lot. So I'm going to be showing you guys a lot of the stuff that's hatching and setting stuff up. So hopefully you'll be into it. I'm not 100% sure. If you're not, then I'm sorry. There'll be other cool stuff to do too. So anyways, this happens to be a little snow white and yellow that was bred to a Murphy's patternless. So this would be a snow white and yellow that's het for Murphy's patternless. What a beautiful little baby. I just love the way that snow and white and yellow mix. And I don't know what it's going to look like when it's eventually into Murphy's patternless. I'm not really sure, but nevertheless, a really cool gecko. These next ones are, ooh, they're absolutely amazing. Of course, this is actually Tremper white and yellow, bold stripe. Wow, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. And then this one, look at that too. That's got a really, look at how cute that is. Look at how cute that is. This little thing's got such a little attitude. He's screaming at me. That's one of the things I really love about geckos, is that they have that like vocal thing going on. So they actually scream. But this is a Tremper white and yellow that has a really cool bold pattern. That thing is absolutely gorgeous. I just love little baby geckos. Next up is actually a blood Tremper apter bred to an apter white and yellow. So these are definitely going to be apters, and they're going to probably be a little bit of that blood tangerine, and then of course they'll be white and yellow most likely too. So anyways, this should be a really cool baby gecko. And again, there you can see it. You can kind of see that it's a Tremper, and it's definitely got some reduction of pattern. Definitely looks like a white and yellow, and that blood kind of comes through in the fact that it's got a little bit more tangerine. When this thing gets a little bit of size, that real orange starts coming out, it's going to be a screamer. These next ones are all Sunglow Trempers bred to Tremper white and yellow. So the Sunglow Tremper is a hypo Tremper albino, and of course the Tremper white and yellow is that really cool co-dominant mutation. So let's take a look and see what we have here. Look at these two right here. These two are absolutely perfect examples of hypo Trempers or Sunglow Trempers, and they're probably white and yellows too. So look at how gorgeous those two animals are. That's definitely a win. The other one in this clutch happens to be a pretty interesting darker animal. You can see the difference in color right here between the two of them, but it's definitely a Tremper albino, and it is a white and yellow. So it's just wild to think that there could be animals that come from almost the same lineage and look so incredibly different. I guess the thing that's so amazing about leopard geckos is, again, how polymorphic they are, which just basically means there's a million different colors and flavors of them, right? So I think that every single time you hatch one, it's kind of unique, you know? Each one is completely different. This happens to be a Murphy's patternless bred to a white and yellow. So we're going for that Murphy's patternless and hoping that it'll eventually be a white and yellow. I'm not really sure what it'll look like, but it could be kind of cool. And the last gecko for the day is definitely a really awesome gecko. This happens to be an apter white and yellow Sunglow. So that thing is absolutely incredible. I mean, What a beautiful little gecko. And hey guys, like I said, we're going to be hatching a ton of geckos over the next short while, so I'm going to have lots of geckos to show you. I hope you guys don't mind. Go ahead and comment down below and let me know if you want me to do gecko updates like maybe 3-4 times a week, or you prefer to only see geckos once in a great while. Trust me, there'll be plenty of snake stuff and other stuff too, but I want to know if you guys like this or not. An absolutely busy day. As a matter of fact, I didn't even get a chance to film some of the stuff because I was so hectic. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here at the shop and I'm going to head home and just check in on the fam. I mean, Lori and me worked all day together and I don't know that we said 2 words because we were both so busy. So it was just a crazy day. But so I'm looking forward to getting home and seeing what the fam is doing. Alright, so guys, I'm kind of freaking out about Artie. You know, we had such good news. She was doing so good, and she's certainly moving around really well. But now there's an issue with her eye, and I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Lori, what did you say? Like, it could be, they're worried about, like, neurological or something?
Yeah, they think it could possibly be related to what is going on with her back. So
she's
got to go in tomorrow, and they're going to check it out.
You can see her eye right here is all messed up and we don't really know what's going on. It's like she can't see really well. There's like a membrane there. And then she's also like, you know, she's never really had accidents and she's now like having accidents on the floor quite a bit. So we're taking her back to the vet tomorrow. We're hoping that my poor puppy is going to be okay. And you know, she has been on a lot of medication like steroids and stuff like that. And she's actually acting pretty well. It's just that that eye is really messed up and I'm not really sure, but I'll be honest with you, now I'm kind of freaking out, you know, because I thought for sure she was completely fine, she was getting healed, and now my poor little puppy is ailing again, so Lori has to take her back to the vet tomorrow, and I'll update you guys on how things are going, but hopefully we'll have some good news. Okay guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog here. You know, obviously I'm a little bit stressed out because I thought we were out of the woods with Artie and she was improving, and I thought that her just having accidents was maybe just something that had to do with the steroids she was on or something. But now that her eye is jacked up, it's really concerning. So please, you guys have been so amazing giving us your support and your prayers. So please keep Artie in your mind and thoughts and prayers for us. I mean, I just don't want anything to happen to her. She's such an amazing animal and such a part of our family. I really appreciate everything you guys are doing for me. You guys are unbelievably amazing. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and I hope that your day is incredible, or evening, or whatever time you happen to be watching. Do me a favor and smash that like button for me, and please hit that notification bell. Remember to always be kind to somebody, and I promise I'm going to see you tomorrow.